We're here to provide further information on the officer-involved incident that took place beginning last evening at the Quality Inn on John Devine Drive here in Manchester. 3 people have died as a result of this incident. At approximately 7:30 p.m., members of the Manchester Police Department and the United States Drug Enforcement Administration went to the Quality Inn for a wanted check for Stephen Marshall, age 51, and another male. We're withholding this male's name at this time as he subsequently died, and notification of his next of kin is pending. At the same general time that the police approached the first floor room in the hotel where Stephen Marshall and the other male were staying, Mr. Marshall exited the room via a west-facing window. Once outside, Mr. Marshall engaged 2 U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration agents and 1 Manchester police officer. Mr. Marshall had a silver semi-automatic handgun in his hand. An officer from the Manchester Police Department and an agent from the DEA both discharged their weapons. Mr. Marshall was struck by gunfire and was taken to the Elliott Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. 2 individuals remained in the first floor room, and over the course of more than 12 hours, Manchester police officers attempted to speak with these individuals and seek a peaceful resolution. Over the course of 9 hours, at least 1 individual from the first floor room fired multiple gunshots out of the room. Earlier today, members of the Nashua Police Department SWAT team arrived to assist Manchester police officers with this investigation. Shortly after 10 o'clock this morning, Nashua police officers were able to make entry into the first floor hotel room. Inside, they discovered 2 deceased individuals. The names of these individuals are being withheld pending notification of next of kin. The officer-involved incident is being investigated by New Hampshire State Police Major Crime Unit under the direction of my office. The crime scene at the Quality Inn is complex, and it is expected to take several days to complete processing. We are again asking anyone with information about this incident and anyone with information about Mr. Marshall's whereabouts over the past week to call Sergeant Matt Amatucci of the Major Crime Unit 603-419-8291, 603-419-8291. This remains an active investigation. It is in its early stages, and as such, we are limited in the information that we can provide. We will be providing updates as soon as we are able to, including the names of the 2 individuals who died in the hotel room, as well as the officers involved in this incident. With that said, the resolution of this incident is the result of outstanding collaboration and cooperation among the agencies represented by the individuals behind me. With that, I'd like to introduce Mayor Craig.
Good afternoon. As Mayor of Manchester, I am incredibly proud of the Manchester Police Department. Their job to protect and serve often requires many difficult decisions to ensure the safety of our community and themselves. The diligence, patience, and professionalism they exhibit every day, and especially over the last 24 hours, is to be commended. I'm grateful no officers or bystanders were injured. I'd like to thank the DEA, the New Hampshire State Police, the Attorney General's Office, the Nashua Police Department, AMR, and the Manchester Fire Department for assisting in this effort. This event serves as a reminder of the occasional danger we face in this great city, and I appreciate the efforts of all first responders who work to keep us safe. My thoughts are with all of those who were affected by this situation. Thank you. And I'd now like to invite Chief Capano to stand.
Good afternoon. First, I just want to start off and say how grateful I am today that no officers were hurt during this incident. The senseless, unwarranted attack, which is not only an attack on our law enforcement agency, but it's an attack on all law enforcement agencies across the country. I want to thank all the law enforcement agencies that reached out to us today at the Manchester Police Department. I truly appreciate that. Special thanks to the Attorney General's Office, the DEA, New Hampshire State Police, Nashville Police Department, Manchester Fire Department, and AMR. Your assistance and your support is truly appreciated. I also want to thank the community and the press for your patience and your support throughout this event. I certainly understand the inconveniences that it caused with road shutdowns and having you people show up at different times for press conferences and things of that nature. And events like this, that matters to us, that you have that type of patience for us. I also want to talk about how proud I am of the men and the women of the Manchester Police Department. The professionalism, the patience, and just the overall incredible work that they do day in and day out. Our SWAT officers today showed how truly professional and incredible that they are. Our officers were fired upon numerous times today over a 9-hour period. Our job isn't easy. It isn't easy at all. Each day we go out there and we put our bulletproof vests on, our uniforms, our gun belts, and we go out there to serve this community and to protect this community. It's disheartening that we have to face incidents like what we had to deal with today. When you think about over a 9-hour period of officers being shot at, as much as they were, and how amazing it is that none of our officers were shot, we're truly blessed that none of those officers were hurt today. And again, I just want to thank the men and women from State Police, Nashua, DEA. Without this, we really couldn't do the job that we do each and every day. I'd like to introduce Special Agent in Charge from the DEA, John Delaney.
Thank you, Chief. I'll keep our statements pretty brief, and again, I echo the sentiments of the folks that spoke before me, that we're thankful that no law enforcement officers were hurt, and we appreciate everybody's collaborative effort. DEA does work aggressively with our state and local counterparts every single day when it comes to drug-related offenses, and you've seen that here in New Hampshire. Although we are not prepared at this time to explain the full nature of our investigation, as you know, we are the Drug Enforcement Administration, so it's obvious that there is a drug-related offense, which is why we're there.